What do you think of the way you now look?
Well, you know, it's been a really difficult journey for me. And first of all, I want to say good morning, UK.
Good morning to you.
Thank you so much for having me. You know, as I've gone through this journey, it's been very difficult, and a lot of the media has dubbed me as Cement Woman. And I've gone through a number of issues like depression and agoraphobia and PTSD. And, you know, as time has gone on and I've been able to share my story with people, it's kind of empowered me. So now I say to people, this is the sexiest cement you'll ever see in the world.
You're 20 years of age.
Yeah.
What have you had done so far?
Just my boobs and my lips 5 or 6 times at the moment. Yeah, so.
And then Mum, Georgina, you are 38 years of age. Indeed, you are Katie Price's age, it has to be said, more or less. What have you had done?
I've had my lips, fillers in my lips. I've had Botox in the 3 areas, and I've had cheek fillers as well.
Right.
Twice.
Katie Price has had several looks over the years, hasn't
Yeah.
she? Why her? Because you seem to have the different Katie Price looks going on here. So why for you was it Katie Price, and when did this start?
Yeah.
I just love the fake look. I just love the fake look. I like Katie Price. What was the other lady? You know that other lady?
Chloe Khan.
Chloe Khan, Chloe Mafia, Josie Cunningham. I just love the fake look. Before she was even
What
properly
was your
famous.
look before you did all this? You know, did you like makeup and hair and things? Were you quite glamorous anyway, or was this
no.
a complete change for you?
No, I didn't take much. I didn't hardly wear makeup or anything, did I?
No, she was just like a mum, just like no makeup, clothes from like necks and stuff like that.
Yeah, I just looked after the children. I wasn't my priority.
Yeah.
Well, I got this, and then, of course, your daughter comes in, and you decide, hey, I quite like the way Mum's dressing, the way it's going for Mum here, and you feel for Mum so much that you want to make this dream happen for Mum. But you also want to make it happen for yourself.
Yeah.
Now, that is some bond between you to do that. Now, you hadn't got any money, and you needed to earn, as we were talking about, £60,000 over the years. Tell me about your plan and how you went about raising that money and why you were so determined to do all this.
Well, I just knew that you could earn good money as a stripper, so I just thought I'd start with that. And
you were how old then?
17.
You had a friend that did it, didn't you?
Yeah, and then I knew it was good money, and then I went with her one night, and yeah. So.
And what did you think of that? She was 17 years old.
I didn't know at the time.
So you basically paid for both surgeries. So how far do you think you need to go to achieve the look you want to achieve?
Quite
How much
far.
further?
Oh, I'm not happy.
Yeah, nor me at all.
Well, then why are you doing it? I mean, I do have to say, I don't wish to be rude to you, but people are quite frightened by your lips, by both your lips today. Yeah, and
frightened?
They're quite extreme, aren't they?
People are sort of,
Wow.
they almost look painful. They think they look,
Really?
yeah. Are your lips painful?
Are they painful?
No,
No?
like obviously like the lip liner and the lip gloss makes them look a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Without it, they're not as big. But no, they're not painful.
But Katie Price, I don't ever remember seeing her lips that full.
Yeah.
So you've
Yeah.
kind of gone further
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
But
Katie
mine
Price.
are big anyway, very big anyway. So mine are probably already naturally the same size as,
But
yeah.
what didn't stay the same size with her are her boobs.
Yeah.
They went up and up and up and up and up, and now they've come down and down. Are you happy with that, or what are you two going to do to keep pace with this?
I just don't want to get old.
Yeah, and I just want bigger boobs, and I want to go to like a double J.
A double J?
Yeah.
Like
that
Chloe
is-
Khan, like
I mean,
Chloe
there's-
Mafia.
Yeah.
But there's risk with surgery. And you're her mum. Does that not frighten you that she's doing all this to look like somebody else, and where she doesn't need to? She's a young woman.
Yeah.
Does that not bother you?
Yeah, it does a bit because you get backache now, don't you? Already.
Yeah.
She already gets backache when we go shopping.
Right now I've got backache.
But you said you're going to go together. So
Yeah, in
if you're
January.
worried about her, why are
Yeah.
you going to let her go ahead, and you're kind of encouraging it by going with her?
I am in a way, yeah.
She knows I would do it anyway.
Yeah, she's so determined.
So,
That's what I was...
yeah, there's no point in her saying don't do it because I will.
I love Kim. I love Kim so much. I've always admired, like, really strong women. Like, ever since I was younger, like, I was brought up by my mum and my nan, so I've always admired, like, really strong women. Obviously, Kim's not the only person that I love. I love Mariah Carey, Katie Price, Kim Kardashian, all, like, strong women. I love strong women.
Yes, but Kim is the ultimate.
Yeah, Kim is the ultimate.
She is the ultimate. OK, when did this fascination start? How long have you been sort of following her as such?
Probably about 4 years ago.
OK, and is that when the procedure started?
Yeah, about 4 years ago.
OK, so run us through roughly what you've had done so far.
So, I've had lip filler, obviously. I've had Botox, I've had cheek filler, I've had chin filler, I've had chin filler, like, here to, like, define my jawline a bit more. I've had my eyebrows tattooed, I have microdermabrasion, I have regular Nitox vampire treatments, which obviously Kim has as well.
Vampire treatment, which in itself sounds hideous. But this is something that Kim had done on her show,
Keeping
isn't
Up
it?
with the Kardashians, yeah.
Yes, exactly. And it's basically lots of needles, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this is you having it. Oh gosh, Joanna,
This
I can't
is
even
me
look at that.
at Cosmetic Couture Aesthetics in Manchester. Amazing clinic. I always get my treatments on there.
What is actually going on then? What's being done here?
So basically what happens is with the treatment, it's PRP therapy. So Maxine McCarthy at the clinic, she takes blood from your arm. She'll take 80 mils of blood. She puts it in a machine, spins the blood really fast. It separates the platelets in your blood. Platelets, they rejuvenate your skin. You know, they make your skin amazing. Obviously, a lot of celebrities have it, not just Kim. And yeah, I've just, as soon as I saw Kim get it done on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, I was just like, oh my God, I need to try that. I've got to get it done.
Very good reasons to watch our show. 2 very good reasons today, and you've seen her all morning, and she's a lovely lady, and I know we've got loads of questions to ask her from you as well.
Well, she has 164 XXX chest. She's Chelsea Charms, and she claims that she has the world's biggest breasts, and Chelsea, along with Itsy and Bitsy, join us now. And last, we've been waiting all morning to talk to you, and here you are. If you are to walk through the supermarket today, and you wondered how heavy Chelsea's boobs are, then this is what you do. You get a bag and put in 2 big size watermelons, and that is 1 boob. That's the weight of 1 boob. So,
wow.
So the first question we have to ask you, and it's certainly, since I mentioned you were coming on the show, there are thousands of questions, but the biggest one of all is, doesn't it hurt your back?
No, not yet, thankfully.
You don't feel anything at all? You have to compensate for the weight?
I do a lot of back exercises, you know, just take care of my back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the other question that everyone was asking was, why?
Well, I didn't plan on going this big. That was kind of, that just happened on its own. But I wanted to be big when I decided in the States that I wanted to be a feature dancer.
That's like an exotic dancer, we call that here. Is that right?
Well, a feature dancer is, layman's terms, professional exotic dancer. You know, you still got agents and stuff like that, and you make your appearances.
A stripper? Do you take clothes off?
Yeah.
Yeah, OK. Dave, or should I say Michael van Scoik, is here now. And the secret to the perfect strut would be what?
Oh, to have fun no matter what.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And always play music that you love. If you play music that you can really jam to, your strut will be epic.
And can I talk about your buttocks?
Oh, yes.
Are they yours or are they enhanced?
Do you want to take a feel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Always
Here.
up for that.
Take a grab. And
Oh, they feel unusually firm, I have to say.
Oh, yeah, Phillip, get in there. Oh, you're...
There's a bit of a... There's something in there.
I've had
whatever that is.
Yes, I've had a little assistance.
Is there? It's a little bit of a...
Yeah, a little bit of Hollywood magic. It goes into the creation of my rump.
OK.
It's true, yeah.
How did you get the part?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I actually self-submitted for it. I saw a breakdown for the role on an online service, and I thought it was so perfect for me. And every friend that I tell about the part ever since has said, this was written for you. And I just was so lucky that it was posted.
So have you always strutted in that case?
Oh, yeah. I started with a skirt role in high school, and I was cast as a woman's role, and when, you know, strutting in high heels ever since.
And what size feet are you?
Oh,
we should see these shoes.
They're massive.
Quite large.
They're boats. These are a size 15 women's in the U.S. Yes.
Gosh.
But these are actually a size bigger because I ripped my previous pair of shoes while I was strutting on the streets of London, so...
Because
they're not paved with gold.
You're over here, you've been strutting everywhere.
Yes.
Had your picture taken in front of all the big landmarks.
Yes, it's been a tour de strut. It's been incredible, and people really are responding to it too. They love seeing Dave in front of these iconic buildings. So hopefully Dave becomes iconic as well.
Well, we were saying that earlier. Surely this will just be run and run and run in all different situations.
There'll definitely be loads of them.
There
I mean,
has
I
to
can't
be.
imagine that they wouldn't, because it's a brilliant role.
You're not sort of dressing up as Katie. You don't go around in Katie's kind of clothes.
Oh no, like stuff what she brings out. Yeah, I'll go out in hoodies and things like that.
Yeah.
But no, I definitely don't dress up. If I was going out like a fancy dress or things like that, then I would dress up. But
so I kind of understand the sort of facial features, but getting your bum done to more like a girl's bum when you're not sort of a female impersonator or anything like that, I don't get that.
I don't know. I think it's just personal preference. I don't like my bum, so I'll just get it done. So.
She's changed her boobs today. She's in the papers, you know, having a boob reduction.
I can't believe it.
So
I think she looks great.
You wouldn't. Well, she was struggling, and we saw her in the Big Brother house. She was
really
having a major problem with those. But so you know, you wouldn't think, right? Okay, then I'll go that. As you mentioned, you know, sort of changing gender, but you wouldn't think about, you know, the fact you're missing out because you're not able to follow that particular part of her life.
Yeah. If I was going to go down that route, I'd definitely have a section. There's no point in me being a man with boobs, so I may as well just go the full way, but I'm comfortable now. I'll just copy a face and things like that. Like, I love that kind of look, like the pouty, like the fake. I love that, so...
Do you think you'll ever stop?
Probably not. I'm not sure. It depends when I'm happy. I don't like myself now, but I'm still confident.
40 grand later and you still don't like yourself?
Oh, no.
Is it not worth spending some money on seeing somebody that could help you feel better about yourself, like a therapist or
Everyone says that.
or...
Everyone says... No, but I prefer just spend it on that. I'm crazy, to be honest.
Well, Nathan allowed our cameras to follow him for his latest procedure. That was his second nose-up. He had the first one, and although that sort of went part way there, you weren't necessarily happy with the way it went. You thought it looked similar but not identical. So we're back in February, and here's what happened.
It's 6 a.m. in the morning of my operation. I'm very nervous, but I'm excited because today I'm going to look more like Katie Price. I first met Katie Price at a book signing in 2007, about 7 years ago, and that's when I decided that I wanted to look like Katie. And today I'm having the second of 2 nose jobs to look like hers. I've spoken to Katie on Twitter. She thinks I'm a bit mad and crazy that I want to look like her, but she fully supports what I do.
So Nathan, we're gonna just shave this bit here.
Yeah. Some people have said what I'm doing is a bit weird and a bit strange, but I'm not really bothered what people say. It's worth every penny. I'm a lot more confident and I'm happy with what I'm doing.
So we're gonna take the old scar away, then we're gonna just put a tiny stitch in there.
I've told my surgeon to make me look like Katie Price. He can do whatever he wants to me, but I've just told him, do not make me look like Michael Jackson.
Welcome to the show. Lovely to have you on board. Thank you, guys. Let's start with you, Ivan.
Thank you.
And so what is it about big boobs? This has been right from the word go. Your teenage years.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say like probably 2/3 or 3/4 of the men on the planet. I am quite aware of the power of big boobs that you know, that emanates from them. And what happened was that over the course of my life, some of my partners had breast augmentation, and Victoria, being aware of it, asked me about it and said, "Wow, you're so lucky." And I said, "Well, actually, it's not really luck. It's something that there's a certain way to bring it up and talk about it." And she said, "Well, you should write a book." So I wrote a book, and that's the Convincer Manual, and it does work. People around the world buy the book and apply it, and their partners get breast augmentation.
Well, 24-year-old Claire Leeson, she has spent nearly £20,000 transforming herself into her favourite celebrity. Now, she's had a boob job, hair extensions, she had her teeth whitened, and all this is to look like her favourite reality star, Kim Kardashian. And I have to say, there is a definite resemblance there, but I would imagine with your skin tone and things, your dark hair, there's probably a bit of resemblance anyway. How did this kind of obsession with Kim start, and why her?
Well, basically, it started when I left school. So when I was about 17, friends would tell me that I actually had a resemblance to Kim and that I looked like her. And I didn't watch the show at the time, and I had a best friend. She told me to watch the show. So I did, and I realised that I also have the same amount of siblings as Kim.
And sisters.
And yeah, sisters. And I watched the show, and when I was watching it, I realised that we had the same kind of arguments, same kind of things going on. And I really thought that she was just so beautiful and that I really wanted to be like her. So I started working on myself to make the look more prominent.
Did any of your friends say, you've got to watch the show and you really look like Kim Kardashian? And
they did, and at the time I let it go over my head a bit type of thing, and then I did watch it. Firstly, I started getting my teeth whitened, which I started doing when I was about 17, 18. And then I wanted my boobs enhanced because during my life I've gone up and down in weight and I've always loved having bigger boobs, so I decided to have a breast augmentation.
And did you want them the same size as Kim's then?
Yes,
exactly.
I want it like that, like the natural look, very natural.
So did you research hers and say to your plastic surgeon, these are the boobs that I like?
These are the boobs that I like and that I want to look like this. So they did their best and I really, really loved the outcome of my breasts.
So you've done your boobs and your teeth. How much money have you spent?
In all, I've spent in total about £18,000.
Oh, here we go. There's your list.
Right. So your hair extensions, of course, which I imagine is very expensive and mind-consuming. You haven't had your bum done yet cosmetically, but you do wear bum padding.
Yes.
What?
I wear bum padding, which I order offline.
What's that like?
Online.
Pants? Is that pants with padding in?
It's kind of like a silicone base with pants, and they come with like a silicone inside.
And do you wear those? If you don't mind me, would you be wearing those today?
Actually, today I'm not wearing them because they didn't go with the dress.
Okay. You give me a product that's going to make me younger, I'm going to try it. And I was like, oh my God, if Debbie Moore's using it, she looks amazing, doesn't she?
We don't know that she is, of course.
Obviously
These
we
are
don't know.
just spurious newspaper things. Could be anything. So,
interestingly, as we were just saying, or you just heard that, you didn't know until we spoke to you that it was illegal.
I had no idea. I was absolutely shocked. I had no idea.
Because it was very easy for you to get.
Really easy to me. That's the worrying thing. And when I was told that, you know, you can go to 14 years imprisonment for taking it, I was like, oh my God.
I think that it's supplying is up to 14 years in prison.
Okay.
It's 2 years in prison for possession. So the legals are, it's legal to possess it if it's a medicine that's been prescribed by a doctor. Otherwise, it is illegal, and you're buying it online.
Yes.
How much is it costing you?
About £200. That will last me about a month because I don't inject very much. I don't want to be like big.
What benefits have you noticed?
Energy. I have so much energy. My skin is so much better. My hair. I lose weight, my nails. It's just like the Peter Pan drug. You know, like Death Becomes Her. It's like that film.
If you're 86, I'll be massively impressed.
I am 95, Phillip.
Can I ask you how old you are?
I'm 40.
Right.
I turned 40 in November. That's what kind of started it off.
And did you notice, because some people can be 40 and look amazing, so, you know, we don't know that that's because of this particular drug.
I was getting very tired. It gave me so much more energy. I just felt like Wonder Woman on it. It took a while for it to kick in, but when it did, I felt amazing.
And you administer it yourself?
That was really scary. I've never injected. I'm scared of needles. Injecting that yourself took a few hours the first time I did it. It's not nice.
And you have no training in anything like that at all. So could we have a look at where you are now?
Yes, of course.
You know,
oh, bless her.
Victoria normally dresses more like this. She doesn't go around in her gym clothes and
Wow.
Oops.
Victoria, did they get in the way of anything?
I'm a little tangled. No, I'm sorry, my mic just fell. Oops. Hold on.
While Victoria's fixing her mic, I want to say she's an excellent athlete and does all sorts of kickboxing and Zumba classes and is probably the best athlete among the ladies in the
You'd
gym.
need to be quite strong, wouldn't you, to hold...
it must hurt your back.
It must be quite...
Yes, I have...
Oh, darling,
No, don't you worry. Don't you
Maybe
worry about
Ivan
it.
Can ask
Ivan had a
the
very
question.
bad idea there. We weren't, as I said, I wasn't going to do that.